A San Francisco dance company is putting a very modern and very Jewish spin to a ballet that's being performed across the globe this holiday season. It's set to the music written by Tchaikovsky over 100 years ago, yet this Nutcracker is unlike any other. It's the final dress rehearsal for the Jewish Nutcracker. Set in modern-day San Francisco, the story starts with a girl named Miriam who's more interested in texting her friends than in the family Hanukkah party.
She is not interested until her godfather, Matthias, or Matisyahu, comes to the party with his really good-looking sons, Judah and Simon. And then they introduce her to the story of Hanukkah.
Artistic director Kati Alanis-Rouse says the idea for a Jewish Nutcracker came to her 3 years ago as she was reading a Hanukkah story to her son Amitai. They both dance in this production.
It's an adaptation of the E.T. Hoffman story of the Nutcracker Prince, but it really is just telling the story of Hanukkah and how the Maccabees rose up against the Syrian Greek army to defend their right to their religion and their freedom.
The story follows Miriam from the family Hanukkah party to a dream in which she witnesses the battle fought by Judas Maccabee and the reconstruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem. About a third of the dancers in the production are Jewish.
It's very meaningful because I feel like my whole life I've been doing Christmas nutcrackers, so it's kind of like this is a nutcracker for me for the first time. My favorite part is the Russian variation. I'm pretty much half Russian, so it's really exciting to do Russian character dance, which I've never done before. I'm mostly a ballet, contemporary, modern dancer. It's really energetic and it's really cute, and we get to do a really fun lift at the end, and I really like the costume and the hat that goes with it, so that's my favorite part.
The classic Nutcracker takes place at a Christmas party with a famous fairy. This Jewish Nutcracker has its own sweet fairy appropriate for a Hanukkah story.
I am playing the Sufganot fairy, which is the music of the Grand Parade, or the Sugar Plum Fairy, which has actually been a dream part of mine my entire life. Since it is about Hanukkah and a festival of lights, I think it's very appropriate that I see it as a dance of light, more than trying to execute perfection in my technique or my artistry. I'm really coming from a place of spirit.
Artistic director Alanis-Rouse says this production has a universal message about overcoming the odds.
Well, the story itself is a Jewish story, and the story of the rebellion of the Maccabees to overthrowing the Syrian Greek army because of their soul, because of their passion, and because of their dedication, not because they were a trained army. I think that's a really important message to give to our kids, that you can stand up for what you believe in and you can succeed.
Even though there are no nutcrackers in the ballet per se, the artistic director says it's fine to call this the Jewish Nutcracker. After all, Maccabee means hammer in Hebrew, and it's not too much of a stretch to imagine using a hammer to crack nuts. This is Rachel Silverman for JN1 in San Francisco.